It's a cloudy, cold and wet start to the weekend in the Western Cape as one of two cold fronts makes landfall this morning. The cold air will spread to the Free State overnight when rain is also possible in the Eastern Cape, but ahead of the cold front it's going to be a fine, warm and windy afternoon over the eastern parts of the country. In fact, the South African Weather Service issued an advisory for a high fire danger over the northern interior of KwaZulu-Natal, but in contrast with that, an advisory for very cold conditions over the high ground of the Western and Northern Cape. Here's a look at our rainfall probabilities. Intermittent rain likely in the southwestern Cape today. Snowfalls on the high ground towards this evening in the Western Cape, while rain will spread to the Beaufort West region overnight and also the western parts of the Eastern Cape. Let's take a look at the temperatures for this afternoon. Very hot conditions in the Lowveld and the East Coast, 25 in Pretoria, a pleasant day in Johannesburg as well with a high of 23, Uppington at 23 degrees, 18 in De Aar, and a cold day from the start in Sutherland with a maximum of 9. Now let's see how the cold front affects the coastal regions of South Africa. It's going to be a moderate southwesterly breeze along the Namaqualand coastline with an open ocean swell of 3 meters, but stronger winds to the south of Lambert's Bay with speeds up to 40 kilometers per hour in Langebaan. Gale force westerly winds likely throughout the day in Cape Agulhas, strong winds along the Overberg coastline as well, with an open ocean swell reaching 5.5 meters this afternoon. Now, although winds start off quite light along the south coast this morning, they will become fresh to strong this afternoon, reaching gale force overnight. Speeds up to 50 kilometers per hour in Plettenberg Bay today, with an open ocean swell as high as 6 meters. Now, for the east coast, it's going to be a lovely day, especially along the KwaZulu-Natal coastline, with offshore winds up to 20 kilometers per hour in Durban, an open ocean swell of 3 meters with a southwesterly direction and fresh southwesterlies along the Wild Coast.
News that moves. eNCA.com